But it seems to me that after your show, your real problems really begin. What's it like with these fans outside, Paul?
At first, it's murder, because, you know, it looks as though they're going to tear you apart. Once you get the hang of it, you get used to it, and I think it gets a bit easier.
Have you ever been in physical danger from your fans?
Well, occasionally, yes. Only when there's been a big mob, you know, a really big one. But usually they're quite nice if there's only a few at a time when you meet them.
Yeah. What is it? Do you deliberately try and create these sort of screaming reactions?
No, we just, you know, arrive at the theatre and they're always there waiting. And whenever we're doing a show, the police always come and say, "Don't look out the window," you know. I'm dying to look out.
As well as being a songwriter, John Lennon was a poet and a talented artist. He studied art here at the Liverpool College of Art, just around the corner from where Paul and George were going to high school. The Liverpool Institute, behind me, was Paul McCartney and George Harrison's secondary school. Paul was a natural student and passed his exams with ease, while George, the natural rebel, hated to wear the school uniform. When the building was closed, Paul bought it and established the Liverpool School for Performing Arts, not unlike New York's Fame School. It's just possible by doing this that one day you may see another group of Liverpool lads capture the world's musical stage from the humble beginnings of this sandstone building.
In October 1963, the Ivor Novello Awards are announced. These prestigious awards are sponsored by the British Association of Songwriters, Composers and Authors. Some awards are decided by sales and others by a panel of judges. The Beatles win 5 Ivor Novello Awards. These include the top-selling single in the UK with She Loves You, second top-selling single, I Want to Hold Your Hand. The most played song on UK radio is She Loves You. The second most outstanding song, All My Loving. The most outstanding contribution to UK music is You've Got It, The Beatles.
Behind us is the Prince of Wales Theatre. This was the venue for the Beatles' most famous British concert, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. It was November 1963. They played the Royal Command performance in the presence of the Queen Mother and Princess Margaret.
Paul, have you thought about your act for the show yet? Any change in the act, or is it going to be, you know, the usual routine?
No, we'll have to change it, I'm sure. We can't... No, stop it. We'll have to change it, but we can't do the same thing all the time. We haven't thought about what we're going to do yet.
Suits with collars on? Brush parting
you
hair,
never know.
something like that?
We may not wear suits. You never know. We've no idea.
John, in this royal variety show, when you're appearing before royalty, your language has got to be pretty good, obviously. This thing about Ted Heath saying that he couldn't distinguish.
I can't understand
the Queen's English.
I can't understand Teddy saying that at all, really. I'm not going to vote for Ted.
But you're not going to change your act just for the Lord Privy Seal?
Oh, no, like, we'll keep, like, the same kind of thing, like, won't we?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's right.
The other thing about this show, which is extremely famous, is John Lennon's remark prior to the Beatles' fourth and final song of the evening. He basically asked the people in the cheaper seats if they would clap their hands on the next number, Twist and Shout, and if the rest of you would just rattle your jewellery. And in 1963, that was quite a risque gag, basically, but fortunately it went down pretty well with the whole audience.
In January 1964, the Beatles play a set of concerts at the Olympia Theatre in Paris. They were booked as the warm-up band for Trini Lopez. However, it soon became clear that the venues were being sold out for the British Mop Tops.
It's funny, you see, there were more boys than girls, and we missed the good old screams. Yeah. But, you know, quite a lot of shouts, but
You mean they actually listen to you? That's the difference, is it?
yeah.
What's the French electrical supply like over there?
It's good actually. All the equipment's great, but on the first night, as you may know, we had a bit of trouble because we suddenly found there was a radio program just sort of plugging into everything, and they'd overloaded all the amps and everything. It was boom.
What's the sort of stuff they like over there on the parade?
Wilder stuff, I think. We stuck in a Wilder number, to finish off with. Gone with the Wind.
They go for the Elvis Presley type of stuff, then, do they? I mean, they go for the older rock and roll stuff?
I think so, yeah, a bit more. It depended really who was in. Depended upon who was in. I can't speak.
You think
speaking French so much, you say? Je me lève, etc.
You brushed up your French, have you?
No, kidding, I can't speak a word of it.
You still can't speak a word?
No. John's very good. Bonsoir and all that sort of stuff. Always very good.
I hear that you're going to give some poetry recital. I hear you're going to give some poetry recital.
Beethoven's poems.
Well, when's this? At the City of London Festival. I heard that you...
Yeah, he knows, you see. It's a secret, don't tell anybody.
What poems you going to give?
Beethoven's. You remember him? Beethoven.
So that was, another rung up the ladder for the Beatles. For many people, it would have been the pinnacle of their career. For the Beatles, it was just, as I say, a rung up the ladder and on to the next big thing, which happened to be around the corner for them in the United States.
Looking forward to this American trip. Have you had any reaction over there? You got any fan clubs going? Is there
well, there's one supposed to be started, and they're getting quite good response. 12,000 letters a day.
But the Beatle movement's going over there.
Yeah, you can even be a Beatle booster, folks.
Yeah. I must tell you, by the way, that Detroit University have got to stamp out the Beatle movement.
I know.
We heard about
You've heard about Detroit?
They think your haircuts are un-American.
Well, it was very observant of them, because we aren't American, actually.
True, that.
True.